I rise for a couple of purposes this afternoon. One, obviously, is to vote against SB 714. But I think more important to me today, after having served in the legislature for now 7 years, 6 in the Assembly, now 1 in the Senate, I would like to rise to appeal to our better nature as senators and elected representatives in the state of California. And along that line of thought, I would like to defend the honor of the Senate. And if we could all take a look at the motto above the rostrum, and I'm going to try to pronounce it in Latin, but I'll tell us all what it means in English. Senatoris est civitatis libertarium tueri. It is the duty of the Senate to protect the liberties of the people. That's the motto that we serve in this House under every single day. And the science has been debated and the purposes have been debated. But the question I ask you today is, what impending crisis is happening today in California that is compelling us to take these extraordinary steps in the legislative process to ram this bill through, introduced just under the deadline of amendments? And I will say that I do thank God that for the proposition a couple of years ago that gave us the 72-hour rule, so that today is actually the deadline for it to be introduced. Otherwise, it could have been slammed through at midnight on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, this is an abuse of our power. This is an abuse of the legislative process. This is abuse of the 900,000+ California citizens that each one of us are elected to represent in an honest and dutiful manner. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I appeal to your better nature that there is no impending crisis that we have to solve today by voting for this bill. Madam President, I'd like permission to read one paragraph, please.
Without objection.
Ladies and gentlemen, when Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, he outlined 27 abuses of the monarchy that the colonies were upset about. And he itemized each one of those 27 abuses, and then he closed that itemization with this paragraph. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of free people. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, let's please not show ourselves today to be unfit to be rulers of free people in the state of California. And we can solve that problem and that predicament in two ways. Number one, the Senate withdraw SB 714, and number two, we petition the governor to veto SB 276. Thank you very much.